Got it. Waiting for that. Okay.
Right. All right. Welcome, those of you who are watching. I am Dr. Cory Clark, and I am with the wonderful Dr. Tiffany Rush Wilson, and we are going to be showing a less than stellar counseling mock session here. And I want to provide some opportunities for people to practice analyzing a video based on the skills that they see and how to, structure feedback and think about kind of the feedback you'd give someone who makes, errors or choices in a counseling session that they would need to grow on, right? Or grow from. So this is that session. We'll go ahead and get started. And yeah, does that sound good?
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. All right. Hello, Tiffany. How are you doing today?
Hi, Dr. Cory. I'm okay, I guess.
Okay. Tell me a little bit more about what okay means.
I had a lot going on right now, and I'm feeling a lot of maybe pressure, a lot of stress. I don't know. It just feels like there's too much happening.
There's a lot happening, too much pressure, and you're frustrated, and there's a lot going on. So let's get into it. What's going on?
I'm taking some classes, like I told you before, and the workload is just a little bit more than I thought it would be. And I don't feel like I have enough hours in my day.
Okay, so you said you're taking classes.
I am.
What kind of classes are you taking?
I'm taking some classes, and so I can ultimately be a better therapist, learn more about mental health and how to help people.
Wow. Okay, so you're going to be a therapist.
I am.
Okay. How many classes are you taking right now?
Right now, I'm taking 2 classes.
Oh, okay. And how does that feel, taking 2?
Oh, it just feels like the workload is really high, and I don't really have enough hours in the day to get everything done.
Not enough hours. I can understand that. I often feel like there's just not enough hours in the day, and I've been sleeping as well lately. I just feel like I'm always tired, and it's just a lot to navigate. Being so tired, trying to do the work all the time, and hold on one second. One second. Hold on. Yeah, so it's just a lot navigating all of that, and so I hear you saying it's a lot for you taking 2 classes. Is that right?
Yeah, sounds like it's a lot for you too.
Yeah, I mean it's been a lot, trying to navigate, work when you're so tired all the time. But yeah, so tell me a little bit more about what you're doing to handle all of this stress that you have.
Yeah, not a lot. I still get to exercise a little bit, but not as much as I would like. And I'm coming here so I can talk about it, but otherwise, I don't really know what to do.
Yeah, you don't know what to do, and you're struggling with managing everything. What has worked for you in the past to manage stress?
Really exercising, talking about it, but it doesn't quite feel the same. It still feels like there's just like I have a plate, and every time I take something off of my plate, something else is put there in its place.
Yeah, what's been put on your plate lately? More.
Just the amount of classwork I have, plus things at home, things at work. There's just seems like from every direction. It's like a life octopus. There's arms everywhere, tentacles everywhere. It's a lot.
Yeah, I get the sense it's a lot for you. And have you thought about reaching out to your professors and trying to get in contact with them to kind of get extra support? Or have you done any of that lately?
No, actually, I hadn't even really thought about reaching out to them
Mm.
because that might help. I don't really know what they could do though. I
Mm.
don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe you could reach out to them and get their input on assignments that maybe you need clarity on, or um, ask if there's anything you can do differently to manage the course a little bit. You know, I know that helped me when I was in school to be able to reach out to my instructors, and um, I always felt like that I was comfortable doing that. So that I feel like that could help you to kind of reach out to instructors, and then have you reached out to any classmates in your classes for support?
No, so far all I've done is contact you and try to keep up with exercise, but
Mm, okay.
that's it so far.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can think about that. Let's, think about, expanding your circle of support a little bit. Because we all deserve support. We all deserve our people to kind of be on our side and our side of things. And so, think about who's in your corner to support you at this time, and maybe expanding that group of people. Just something to think about.
Yeah, I guess. I'm still kind of frustrated right now.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get back to that frustration. Um, what do you feel like is frustrating you the most right now?
Just not having any time or space to feel like I can do anything except like I don't feel like I have time for me,
Mm,
like personal time for me. There's school, there's work, there's family, not a lot of me time.
mm. Not a lot of me time for you right now. Mm. That feels heavy when you say that. Not a lot of time for you. Um,
Mm,
I feel the weight in those words. There's not enough me time.
feels heavy for me too.
Mm. What's it like for you right now talking about this with me?
Um, it feels kind of good to say it. I hope that we can figure out some way to help it not be so heavy.
Hmm.
So I like coming to talk to you. I just hope that I can leave you know, with something to help me.
Mm. Yeah, Tiffany, I want to be someone who can help you find that me time, right? Or feel that you have space for yourself.
Mhm.
Um, so we can think of some strategies, behaviors, things that you can try, like reaching out to people or expanding your support, right? But ultimately, I can't be the expert. I'm not the expert in your life, right? So I want to help you be the expert of your life to do the things that you deserve, to get the support you deserve. But I don't have all the answers. I'd like to find those answers through you guiding me. Does that make sense?
Okay. Okay.
So when we talked about what's worked in the past, you mentioned exercise. That seems to be something that really works for you. Tell me a little bit
Mhm.
about what that does for you.
It just, I feel better. I feel less mentally congested after I run.
Hmm. Okay. Mentally congested. I like that. Uh,
Mhm.
Less mentally congested when you run.
Mhm.
Okay. How often are you running these days?
Probably like 4 or 5 days a week, but it used to be every day.
Mm, okay. Used to be every day. Okay. That's quite a bit. I mean, it's fairly consistent. That's something you've kept up. Uh,
Mhm.
4 or 5 days a week. That's pretty consistent. Um, okay. So you've made time for that, and that's sort of like me time where you're exercising. But
Yeah, that's my only me time, because after that, there's work, there's kids, there's school, there's so many other things that I don't have a lot of other time. But yeah, I do have that. That's
Mm.
true.
It sounds like sort of wear a lot of hats, right? Like student, kids, you said kids, mother, school. I mean, from sure friends. I mean, there's just you're doing a lot, balancing a lot.
Mhm,
And so you
mhm,
exercise. Yes, you have that, but I just get the sense you're juggling a lot, trying to navigate all of this. So
right.
even when you do get some exercise for yourself, it doesn't quite feel like enough because you're on to the next thing, the next hat you have to put on.
Right. And when I run, I listen to my textbooks. Um,
Mm,
so I'm still kind of doing school stuff even when I run.
wow. Even when you're doing something that's for you, you kind of multitask to get school work done.
Exactly.
So you're never really, truly, authentically just free to be
No,
doing what you want to do. Mm, that's a lot.
it feels like a lot for me.
Mhm. When we ask a lot of students, and who are adults who are parents and partners and employees of different things, and systemically there's a lot that we face, that students face,
Mhm,
right, that
mhm.
have to navigate, all while being a full-time student, which is a massive undertaking, even if you had nothing else going on, which nobody does.
Right. Right.
Mm. Well, I just want to say I appreciate you discussing this with me, because I'm not someone who's in your shoes anymore, right? I'm no longer a student, but I can empathize with that experience to an extent.
Mhm,
In that I was a student, but I don't wear the exact same hats as you. We have, two different people. And so I'd
mhm,
love to continue to get to know you, to understand those hats you wear and understand you, because I can empathize with a piece of it, but not all of it. And
mhm.
as I continue to empathize more, maybe we can, come up with how to get that space that you deserve for yourself. Uh,
Okay.
does that sound okay to you?
I need it, so sure.
Okay, well that'll wrap up our time for today. But I'd like to continue to explore this, and just see where it takes us. Helping you get to know me, and me get to know you, and us have this process where, like I said, you're the expert of your story, of your life, and I'll let you guide me. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Right. Thank you.
You.